The cell therapy that I work on specifically is CAR T-cell therapy, and so that's an adoptive T-cell therapy where they take a patient's their own T-cells and they kind of genetically modify them to attack their cancer. And so most FDA-approved CAR T-cell therapies are for leukemias. They've shown great progress in the last 10 years, but the downside of these cell therapies is they can have a lot of side effects, like horrible inflammatory side effects, systemic, neurological. These side effects can be fatal often. And most of these CAR T-cell therapies, the clinical trials, the clinical use, are plagued with these side effects. There's not a thorough understanding of what causes these side effects or if they can predict them. And so that's where we come in. We're designing these assays where we will test biomechanical properties of the CAR T cells and to determine whether or not that particular therapy will be safe and or effective for the patient receiving it. We have designed a device to test these biomechanical properties, and we're currently validating that device works and does what we think it does by testing patient-derived CAR T-cell samples. We have also a whole database of patient characteristics, and so we can look at how these cell therapies, patient-derived cell therapies, perform in our device, and we can correlate that to how well the cell therapies did in the clinic. So I'm in the medical scientist training program here at Case, or the MD-PhD program. And I think within the first couple years of joining this program, they announced this Harrington Discovery Institute MSTP Fellow program, specifically for MSTPs at Case. And immediately I was very drawn to it just because translational science is something I would like to emphasize in my career, and the idea of getting trained from all these kind of world-class physicians and investors and industry giants was really attractive to me, because that could kind of tailor my education to set me up to enter a career after this program. They'll connect you with a series of mentors who can guide you at the specific stage your project is at. They offer input from experimental design to what future steps you would need to take, what kind of robustness, reproducibility, any kind of validity assays that you might need to run. They leave the freedom and independence up to the investigators, which is a huge help. It's been a wonderful experience.